dentist. I'm handling shit, I'm a menace, no dentist.
What's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome back to the At the Buzzer podcast. I'm DC, and I'm here with
Money.
Collin.
Amadou.
You know, today we just gonna get right into it, bro. We're gonna talk about the NBA. There's a lot of basketball today. NBA, high school basketball, NCAA, some WWE at the end. But let's get right into it. Award races are picking up. Before he got hurt, Embiid was the clear favorite, but with his injury, he lost eligibility anyways. Right now, the top three favorites are Jokic, Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Luka. Who y'all think going to win it or should win it?
I know I picked SGA a little while back, but it's looking like if Luka could get the Mavericks to like at least the 6 seed, Luka gonna win MVP.
That's hard to argue. It really is. He hooping. He just on a different level. I think the difference this year, he been shooting the three ball crazy,
Man.
super high percentage, and just what he's doing for that team, who's really personnel wise not where they need to be. They don't have a lot of size. They went and did some good things at the trade deadline, but this team shouldn't be where he has them at. Was he averaging 34, 8, and 9? Come on, bro. 38% from three. 57%, effective. Like, he just hooping. He hooping, and I think it probably needs to be in. But I want to see SGA get one, bro. Like, SGA, he been doing this thing, and he's really taking that squad from the play-in to the top of the West in 1 year. Flowers. A lot of respect his way.
I feel like any of those three make a valid argument.
Yeah.
It's really hard not to give it to Nikola Jokic. He's so special. I mean, what is he averaging? 26, 12, and 9. Top 5 in rebounds and assists. Like, that's nuts. He just had, 30-something, 16 and 16 on the Warriors. Yeah. And it's, the third time this season he's done that. But, like we said, Luka has just been on an absolute tear this year. Averaging 34 is crazy.
And the only reason I don't think they give it to Jokic is just because Denver hasn't been as dominant as they were in the past 2 years when he has won it. So I think they don't give it to him this year. Just voter fatigue is real.
Very.
That's true. Because, voter fatigue is definitely real. Luka makes that case like you brought up. The Mavericks are actually good this year. They have a good playoff. They got a good playoff team now, especially after the
Washington trade.
Pickup of P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford. It adds depth and defense to that team. But it's hard not to give it to Shea either, bro. He's averaging 31 on the number 2 team in the West.
5-5. Yeah. He doing that at the guard spot. And I it's kind of tough because I think, obviously, it's not Russ's fault. But when Russ went out there and averaged a triple-double and carried that G League team to the playoffs, he made it acceptable for a 6 seed, 7 seed, 8 seed to win an MVP. And we ain't really ever see that before.
He deserved that MVP, though.
Yeah, averaging a triple-double is nuts.
He did. It's crazy. He was the most valuable player.
He normalized that.
But I don't like dipping that low in the standings. I feel like Luka need, like y'all said, at least be a top 5 seed. Bare minimum to win an MVP. And I understand the West is tight. Things can change like that. But I think that's just a part of the criteria, man. It just feels wrong to give somebody in the play-in or 8 seed MVP. That doesn't feel right to me.
You kind of brought up the West being tight. The thing going around on social media is the Cavs, I think, are second. They're further away from the Celtics than I think the Suns are from the Wolves.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that's more of the West just being so competitive and the East is weak, or the Celtics are dominating the East?
I think the Celtics are just dominating. The West is definitely more competitive, but the Celtics have just made themselves the clear-cut best team. They got out early in the season. They just got out ahead, and they just was playing better than everybody. Because, in all honesty, I think the Cavs can hang in the West. I think a lot of teams out East can hang in the West. It's way more tighter there because no one has came out as a clear-cut top dog out West.
Agreed. The Celtics just really got out ahead of it. And that's to be expected. they went out and got even better from what they were last year.
Yeah,
You
they have the
add
best starting five in the league.
you add Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday to that team already. So I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment. You know, they still had to go out and play ball. It's not easy. You had to make that fit and make it fit quickly. But it's sort of what we were expecting. You know, you're that talented, you're that dominant, and we just need to see you do it when it matters most now. That's all the thing is.
Yeah.
So I want to really be proud for them because they've done a great job in the regular season, but you got to do it come postseason, and you got to do it against the best in the East. That's what we got to see.
Other award races right now, the Defensive Player of the Year, I'm not going to lie, Gobert is like far ahead of the other two.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
I mean, he's on the best player on the best defense in the league. So, like, because without him, that defense is just not good. Like, he anchors that unit. And it was crazy. And it's really crazy because, like, he anchors that unit in the regular season. But we've seen time and time again in the playoffs, like, he just gets attacked.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy to me. Like, it don't make no sense.
That's why I don't know how I feel about giving Gobert a 4th Defensive Player of the Year because, like you said, he's the best defender on the best defensive team. But in the playoffs, and even sometimes in the regular season, they
just go at him.
like game plan to switch this man to come guard on the perimeter, and it's an easy bucket almost every time. That's why I don't know if I'd give it to him. I like Wemby for the Defensive Player of the Year, man.
Okay.
5 blocks and like 3 steals. That's crazy.
He's tough.
Jared Allen he's a good pick too. He's number 3. But what do you think, Collin?
Shout out to Wemby for doing it rookie year, bro.
Man.
Like, that's crazy. And they don't got a lot of solid defensive pieces around him, so he doing a ton of the dirty work for them. Gobert, I just think you kind of got to give it to him again, you know.
Right.
I'm not even trying to hate.
Here you go, Gobert.
Right, it's it's tough scenes, but
he's gonna let him give a speech.
Oh no, better not.
Probably won't even televise giving him the trophy. Here, bro.
They gonna do that joint at halftime, bro. Adam Silver finna throw it at him.
They gonna mail it to him.
So I think he deserves another one, but like you said, it gets kind of difficult to continue to give him Defensive Player of the Year when you can scheme him off the court in the playoffs. You know, you can't guard in space, you can't switch, you can't guard good guards in the pick and roll. And so when that defense goes from best to middle of the line because you can't stop anything out in space, you're in trouble. So it knocks the merit and the value. I wouldn't mind them giving it to Wemby. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind it. I think he's been doing a crazy job, bro. And we going to have to start having some pretty uncomfortable conversations if Gobert gets a 4th one, you know. Just
like,
I'm not ready for people to start calling him one of the best defenders ever, bro.
Because like, it's just so funny because I just vividly remember the playoff series where Terrence Mann is just going at you.
Man.
Terrence Mann.
Like,
Terrence Mann
is going at you.
Like, don't get me wrong, he's solid.
He's a solid role player.
But Terrence Mann, bro.
You
39
You're supposed to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Terrence Mann.
3 times.
Terrence Mann see you down low, he barbecue chicken.
Man.
like, bro, they just went 5 out, and it was like, do you know how disrespectful that was? It was a closeout game too. Mm-hmm. To say Terrence Mann with the series on the line go attack the Defensive Player of the Year, that should hit you at your core, bro.
Man.
That's disrespectful.
Just make you reevaluate
chopped
the
liver.
whole basketball career.
He didn't say Kawhi. He didn't say PG. He didn't even say Marcus Morris. He said Terrence. He was a rookie.
Yeah.
Rookie year, Terrence Mann.
Man, to be ashamed of himself.
That rookie year Terrence Mann playoff run had you thinking he was generational. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought he was going to come back and be a
he
starter.
was cooking, bro. But speaking of Wemby, he's the clear-cut rookie of the year. I'm not gonna lie. He's won. Chet been 2 all year. Really, the top 3 has been locked for the past month, and Brandon Miller at 3, who's so tough.
He's
Brandon
playing
Miller
great
is
ball.
nice. He's the best player on the team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you want to give it to LaMelo, but it's low-key Brandon Miller.
It's B. Yeah.
He's definitely the next Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he plays exactly like him. I'm not gonna lie. And Like we talked about either last week or a couple weeks ago, he's the hardest. Like he plays the hardest on the team.
Which
And
is
he's a
crazy.
rookie.
It's crazy.
Hey, he be blue. He be fed up with his
Man,
teammates.
like
he
and
real
you can hear it too.
He real like be angry.
Like, get the F back.
I get it, bro. Like you out here hustling and playing hard, and them boys making a mixtape of them unboxing
Bro,
jewelry.
that
like,
is the craziest
They
shit
shoot
ever.
music videos.
His face during the video was hilarious every time. He just looked like he couldn't believe the price.
A highlight reel of buying jewelry is crazy.
Come on, have some shame, bro. Have a little
And
bit
the
of shame.
clip of them just dying, laughing, and joking on the bench down 30, that is, man, they don't care.
They don't.
They, be
They just see the
rapping.
paychecks.
They had to Terry Rozier because him and Miles Bridges was just dropping songs.
But, man, it's time to. I'm going to ask y'all, has Wemby lived up to the hype?
Most definitely.
For sure.
I'd say he exceeded it. I'm not going to lie.
For sure.
He's, like, in the next 2-3 years, he's going to be the best player in the NBA.
Ooh,
2-3.
2-3.
4-5.
Okay.
4-5.
I about to say, I mean, Jokic, Luke, and them boys
But
still
I mean,
running
bro,
around.
especially, like, since the All-Star break, he's been cooking. Like, I don't have the averages pulled up right now, but we just saw he had a 5x5 game.
He did. He had
Twice.
a triple double with blocks the other day.
Like, he's.
Tri-
I saw somebody say
Tri
the
double
best thing
blocks.
about Wemby, yeah. Best thing about Wemby isn't even his skill set; it's his mindset, and I like that because you see it in the quotes and everything. He's only about winning. He doesn't care about his personal stats.
Yeah,
he just wants to get better.
Nah, skills get better. When you 7'5" and you shooting step back threes, you tween.
I mean,
step
he's
back.
actually a creative player.
But I would say the mindset goes into that though because what 7-footer is actually gonna work on all that?
Tween today. I guess that's what they doing in Europe.
That's a real conversation we gonna need to have. The way that they're developing players in Europe compared to the U.S. is a real problem.
Yeah.
You know, people don't want to discuss it because I guess AAU was the number one pipeline to get you attention and get you to Division I schools. But the system itself is actually breaking down players and doing a lot more harm than helping. And I think if you look at Europe, they're setting the blueprint on how you develop talent because they got guys coming in. They don't need adjustment periods. America's bringing in a bunch of guys out of school. They need 2-3 years to develop. These European dudes fit right in from day. Luka was averaging 20 and 5 day one.
He came over here and said it's way easier to score here than over there.
So like
He wasn't lying.
who over there is really struggling to adjust for real? There's not many of them, and most of them it's due to athleticism. And hey, that's just it is what it is. It's out of their control. But for the ones that got enough, they. I'm cooked. If you know they can make it work, you know they're gonna be able to play from day one, and they don't gotta have that adjustment period. But that's another day, another conversation.
It's crazy to see like just foreign players are dominating the league. Like the top four, I mean, yeah, the top four of the MVP race aren't even American citizens.
Right.
Well, they're citizens, but they aren't from America. Like Jokic, Serbia.
Right.
Gilgeous Alexander, Canada. You know, it's crazy. Like, that's another thing we're going to be looking at in the next 5-10 years. How dominant foreign players have gotten in the league. But another award race, most improved player.
Kobe White.
The top three is Maxey, Kobe White, and Jonathan Kuminga.
Dang, he done revived his career. Because I remember when the Bulls drafted him. And I was like, man, we need a point guard. I wanted John Morant. And he just was like kind of disappointed in the first couple years of his career. But he has turned
He's been hooping.
up.
Hooping, man.
He has turned up this year. They need to just trade everybody and rebuild now.
Honestly, low-key, I feel like the Bulls are definitely about to make a lot of changes.
They need to.
I don't know if they're going to build around Kobe White, but
Nah,
they about to make a
I'm
lot
saying
of
rebuild.
changes.
They need to rebuild.
Yeah.
In general. Kobe White is solid. Solid
He is.
second, third.
He's a piece you
It's
keep
hard.
around.
It's hard to take it away from Maxey though.
That's what I'm
He's an
saying.
all-star.
But what I'll say this though, Maxey played really good last year.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
And of course, your production is gonna go up if James Harden leaves your team and
Yeah.
you're point guard. So
That's true.
like I wouldn't say he really was improved like Kobe White was. Because I'm saying Kobe White was damn near irrelevant last year.
Yeah. In all honesty.
He had a couple games.
He had a couple good games, but he was damn near irrelevant. Now he dropping 30. He dropping 27. He 6 assists. Like
He been getting
he
baskets.
I think Maxi's case lies in him going from the third option to the second option on a team that before Embiid got injured was looking like a real contender in the East. Just jumping that type of role is important. And shout out to Kuminga, man. Kuminga's he's starting to come into his own.
Yeah.
He learned how to cut and move in their offense. And his ability to handle the ball and just go downhill, like, it's really on some Giannis type action. He get it and he going. Euro step, spin move, one move right to the bucket, and he dunking. He putting you
so
in the
bouncy.
rim.
He need to be in the dunk contest.
He does. So I'm glad he spoke up. He was like, "Hey, y'all gonna play me or I'm out of here." And it's really done a lot to turn their season around.
Yeah, I love Kuminga's game. The Warriors are just better with him.
Yeah.
Actually playing. And I mean, speaking of the Warriors, Chris Paul back today. I know he old. Don't really matter no more, but he back today.
Rondo.
Hey, Hoosier Hysteria began tonight. The Indiana high school basketball tournament started tonight. Warren caught a double on LC earlier. That was a good game.
Shout out LC women's basketball team.
Yeah.
Winning state for the first
Oh, they
time.
did win state?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
First black
time.
female head coach to win state.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Props.
Shout
Yeah,
out
no
LC.
And that's their first state championship in basketball.
I'm not shocked by that. But the first black woman head coach, what?
Yeah, it's so crazy to hear the first black still in 2024. We still hearing first black this.
But now that I think about it, I mean, I feel like most of women's basketball coaches in high school is like white males.
Old white men. Old white men.
Right now, Fishers is up 13 on Carmel at the end of the third.
That's nasty.
Uh-oh.
Nah, Fisher's been real good.
Fishers
this
is
year, though.
really good. They scary. They
I
is
heard
definitely
they-
scary.
Fisher's
But
been real good this year.
that's only sectional is only beginning. It's only starting. Championships are this weekend.
I actually say they need to switch up their sectionals. Like,
Yeah, sectional 10. Well, can we talk about that, bro? Sectional 10
please.
needs to change.
please.
Why are
they
all
do.
the best teams in the city in the same section?
And this is for every sport, bro. Like, everybody knows that we all know the best conference, the mix.
It's the mix, easily.
Why are you playing all them teams in one sectional?
I'm so glad Ben Davis is not in that section.
Oh, yeah, y'all are. Y'all
They got that little easy.
we get Pike,
sectional, bro.
Southport, like Greenfield.
That's
Ron
That's
Colley.
lame, bro. Like,
Hey, we
that's a
win
lot of
sectionals
these
every
schools.
year.
They get them easy sectionals, regionals, and then they get to state and get smacked.
Yeah.
And I'm mainly talking about them schools like, what, up north?
Yeah, Chesterton. Oh my god,
Yes,
name
that
that
year,
school
that's
Chesterton?
so bad,
Bro,
That's kinda
I never
wild.
even heard of that school until
Right.
they played
only
Cathedral
lost
and
one
State.
game that whole season, but they got to state and got smacked.
What,
by
what was
them.
they? What was they? 32-0 coming into the state game
Yeah, and then they got
and
Yeah,
got
it was
whooped.
undefeated.
I'm
Like
talking
by
these
30.
niggas is throwing alley oops to each other like
through the
between the
legs.
legs.
Yeah, like,
Nah,
I
Game
think
was
it's-
over in the first
I
quarter.
think they got 30 ball.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
Cathedral
Cathedral
smacked
was
them.
Oh
killing them.
yeah, Cathedral gonna do that too.
And like, yeah, Cathedral good, but think about it. If Cathedral's playing, who was good that year?
BD.
BD.
Yeah, they beat us by 3.
If Cathedral's playing BD
They're
in
not
state,
30 balling.
like that's not
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
a
a
good
great
game.
game for a state championship. But you
Chesterton
wanna
is
let
crazy.
Chesterton get all these easy teams and then get to state.
It was disappointing because Westfield was supposed to make it to state that year with Brady.
Ooh.
Like they were supposed to make it. They were supposed to be dogs. They ain't make it out of sectionals.
No, they won sectional.
They won sectionals.
That was the first time anybody had beat Carmel in that sectional in like
Wow.
decades.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah. Braden Smith
I ain't
did
gonna
it.
lie, that's it.
But they lost in regional. I can't remember if they lost to Homestead or Lafayette Jeff.
Homestead.
I think they also.
I think it was a Homestead.
And then Homestead lost to Lafayette Jeff, yeah.
And, like,
Homestead.
Homestead was tough though. They had Luke
Homestead,
Goody, who's at Illinois now,
Okay.
and Fletcher, who's at Purdue now.
Homestead been good at basketball.
I about to say
For real?
historically Homestead, even like women's basketball too,
Like,
bro.
Homestead's
Like they've
good
historically, they've had success in the past. Like you got to get
Shout
to
out
it.
Nah,
Homestead.
they do need to fix that sectional because what is it? Warren, Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, Cathedral,
Tech,
Arsenal
Addicts.
Tech, and Addicts. Yeah.
Bro, like all the good teams in one section. Like IHSA need to fix this, and we know they not because we know
Yeah.
they don't want to see to
We know.
Which is
I ain't gonna.
We're familiar with
Which
your
like
game.
doesn't even make sense because it would just be a better game. Like
Yeah, but they don't want to see. I don't want to see that many monkeys in one
And it's
place.
like you can almost hear the argument that they don't want strictly teams from the biggest city in the state to go to state every time, but that's where the talent is.
Exactly, because they know a NAP school gonna be in it every single year.
That's where the talent is.
They might miss. They might miss 1 year, but after that, they gonna be in it.
Let's say it's gonna be Nap or the Chicagoland area region where it's Gary Westside or.
And every now and then you're going to have a random small
Exactly.
town or mid-sized town make it.
Where they play good basketball.
Like, I'm
They
tired.
play
of
the
They've been
game
hooping.
the right way. They play fundamental ball.
Hey,
First team in, last team out.
hey, everybody on the court touch the ball for a shot goal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Twice.
Like that's so dumb, bro. Because they do it in every sport. Like even like This is like some years ago, but I'm still thinking of 2017 when BD played Penn in football state.
So bad.
Like, could you imagine if they would play Warren in that state championship?
Oh
that
my
would have been better.
goodness.
But they playing Penn and
Penn
what
got
50
did.
ball them?
Hey, yeah, Penn got did so dirty.
Like, come on, bro. Don't nobody want to see these. Sorry, like, come on.
What was that? 8th grade. Penn got did so dirty.
That's so
Yeah.
bad, bro.
They got to change sectional 10, but I mean the games be fire though. I would rather see them at state,
Exactly.
but
like have them in semi-state, regional,
the sectional
state.
games be fire though.
Don't nobody want to see this in sectionals because then you just putting all the good teams out, bro. Like,
Yeah, man. I can always count on BD going to regionals, man. We don't got to worry about
Yeah,
nobody in our
They
state.
got a simple section. For real.
you can always count on Homestead being the closest state. Chesterton.
That's foul.
But moving to NCAA, over the weekend, Duke star forward Kyle Filipowski.
My dog.
Well, Duke got upset at
Yeah.
Wake Forest,
We not
and they stormed the court, obviously. But Kyle Filipowski supposedly got assaulted during the court storming. So now the discourse is, court storming, should we ban it,
I'm not
fix
gonna
it, or
lie.
leave it?
It does look like he did try to trick that person. But,
Yeah.
uh,
The second person, I will say, the second dude, he definitely was trying to, he pushed him, but
They said he got assaulted.
that's what people were saying, he got attacked.
My brother in Christ.
It reminds-
No, he not
That-
cool.
like,
like,
this
nigga, you try to trick that nigga in the backfire.
This brings back that little Kaylin Clark thing, man, where Kaylin Clark was, I don't know, she was blindly running, and they tried to say that
Like
little
Ray
the
Lewis
other
hit
people
her.
keep bringing it up.
they tried to say that little girl was going headhunting for Kaylin Clark. That girl had her phone in her hand and wasn't paying no attention. She didn't know she ran into Kaylin Clark until she seen it on the internet the next day.
Wait, so are they talking about only court storming or just storming in college, period?
Period.
Me personally,
Well, okay, actually, I'll say court storming because I haven't really seen nothing about field storming. But because court storming is more,
you
Is he
mainly,
crying?
you
more
mainly might
dangerous.
see a
He's
player now
crying.
and then probably punch a fan or spit on him something, but you know, I ain't seen no like for real problems in football.
Bro,
but-
is he in actual tears?
He's angry.
Who?
He Filipowski, like he
I wasn't
actually
gonna try to
dang near.
pronounce his name.
Yeah, they said he actually hurt his knee.
I mean,
He's sore right now.
I believe.
Cause then his girl, she came. Is that the one where his girl came down and they took him to the locker room? Bro,
I think so.
somebody on Duke like they girl.
Everybody grabbed him and they took him to the locker room. I think you're right. Some girl just came out of the stands.
Yeah, it was his girl.
Come on, bro.
Which I didn't know that was a thing either. Your girlfriend coming down, nigga, you a grown ass man, you good.
Hey, you a thug, ain't you?
That ain't
But
really
nah,
right.
I'm gonna say as far as court storming, I think they should keep it. I just
He
think
did try to trick
He
that
shoved
kid.
her.
He tried to trip.
He
They
did.
wrong. And they want to cry about it.
I feel like as a student section though, you should know what games to storm and what games
For
to
sure.
not storm. Like if it's like a game that nobody at all thought y'all was finna win,
Hey,
okay,
I'm
storm.
I'm storming Duke. They 8th in the country.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a storming game.
That's
What,
Duke.
what was the
Wake Forest sucks.
Wake Forest unranked.
I ain't know that.
They
And
have
Duke-
a losing
and-
record.
And Duke is 8th.
Yeah, nah, I was storm Duke too. That's a historical.
I was stormed.
great
Storming
college.
Duke every time we beat Duke.
I was stormed, but here's my thing, bro. If you cognizant of the fact that you about to lose, hustle off the court. Why you
Let's
walking
say-
with your head down, bro? Don't be stupid. You know,
Because you know what happens.
I will say some of the Wake fans were on the court before the buzzer even went off.
True. You can't have that.
So that I feel like that
That
is
gotta get
where you
fixed.
start throwing violations.
I just seen that idea of like just having like a little countdown to storm the court, and I feel like that'd be
I like
cool.
that.
That's the best. That's the best option.
that.
You give them like 30 seconds, 45 a minute, whatever.
Right.
And if they don't get off, that's their
It's on
fault.
them.
Yeah,
But I also feel like they should keep up the fines.
I was about to say I could see a fine for Wake Forest.
But you know, ACC doesn't even fine
They
at
don't?
all, and Big Ten doesn't fine until like the third time, third
What?
offense. Yeah,
I did not know that. That's funny.
that's why people are like really like. I feel like that takes away from college sports.
Exactly.
Like that is a staple of college sports. An upset. Now the students want to celebrate with their fellow students.
Exactly.
Because what school took down the goalposts when they beat? I don't remember. They took the goalposts out. Oh, that was against Bama, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was that orange school.
Yeah, it was Tennessee.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm like, they took down the goalposts.
First
They
down-
took it to the
first time in 15 years. I ain't gonna lie, I took that goalpost down too.
They took that thing to the parking lot. They was tripping.
Yeah, no.
Bro, Duke football stormed the field when they beat Clemson.
Yeah, nah, because they didn't think that's what happened.
Exactly. So it's like, how are you going to encourage it at this instance, but now you mad because your star player walks off the court? And instead of knowing that there are people about to come try and trample
Go and
him,
hustle, buddy.
everybody else
He in
ready
there
to get
trying
off
to
the
bump with the fence.
You over here trying to triple. That's on you.
He threw the first fed.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
You trying to do something to them. It just backfired on you.
Now, see, if you late, but you just walking, and you know, my thing is like, hey, you the player, you was what people came to watch, so you know, find your way around them. But you started pushing people, so it's kind of fair game now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now they push you back.
Right?
That's
hey,
on you.
It's on you.
Now,
No, he pushed me.
I do agree that it can be dangerous. You know, we have seen it be dangerous, I guess. But banning it altogether or throwing $2 million fine at the school.
That's ridiculous.
And Jay Billis talking about detain and arrest.
Bro,
people
that was
storm.
stupid, bro.
That was so-
What are
Trap
we
them on the
talking about?
court and try to tell them they.
He said,
Dog,
"Detain."
you know how much chaos that's gonna be if a bunch of people talking about they finna get arrested, bro. Everybody gonna be running.
Bro, what security you got, bro?
Oh,
what
my
you think this is?
I seen Jay Billy say that. I'm like, you gonna arrest 10,000 people?
Come on,
exactly.
Jay.
Dog, them police is finna get trampled.
Right.
You gonna arrest 10,000 people?
Like, one, that shit wouldn't work.
Come on, bro.
I'm getting away from that.
Right.
And two, these are students trying to have fun and celebrate with their classmates who just won a game.
They're
Now
running
they
onto
gotta
the
go to
court
jail?
and they're jumping up and down.
Like, come
He was
on,
really
bro.
like passionate about that too. Like
Yeah,
I really did
like,
not
he been
expect that.
thinking
from
about
Jay.
it.
And I feel like a lot
Right,
of
Jay
times.
Billis always got good takes.
I rock with Jay.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of them students don't even be worried about the players. They just want to go celebrate with everybody
Yeah.
else.
They
Like
don't
you
even
might
know
have,
what's going on in the game, bro.
Exactly.
They just there to party for real. Like,
Literally.
you might have a couple students say something to a player from another
Right.
team, but like I don't feel like they ever really get physical.
No.
Like they
Yeah,
just
they
they
just
just
there
go
to
into the middle to
celebrate.
celebrate with
I promise
everybody
you,
else.
they don't be wanting to box them. They semi-professional athletes.
Exactly. Well, they might say something, but they ain't not finna box.
Yeah, I don't think this would have got talked about if it wasn't Duke
Right.
or Caitlin Clark. Because they've been storming courts for 50, 60 years now.
Exactly.
If there needed to be a fix, there would have been a fix by now.
Right.
And the fix they have is fining. Like, that's cool. Keep fining the school.
Exactly.
Dang, these
But
schools don't wanna
$2
lose
million
no money.
is nuts.
2 mil.
I know, like, the SEC and the Big Ten, they can cover that. But
Right.
come on.
Like I just be thinking of like money and all that stuff. Like they can't slide me a scholarship.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all making all this money, huh?
Bro, speaking of Caitlin Clark, she only 50 away from Pistol Pete's record to be the most
She gonna get
all-time scorer of men's and women's.
Of college period.
Yes.
Yeah.
50
Yeah, she's
points.
got it.
And
She
I
got
think
it.
they play like
She's
3
gonna
more
get it.
games.
Oh, she
She gonna get it.
she get it.
She could get 50 in one game.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's probably going to
And she got
two.
the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, she getting it.
And We got to talk about Pistol Pete's record, though, bro. He averaged
He did
like
that.
40 with no three-point line.
I was gonna say, didn't he do it in 3 years too?
3 years.
Yeah, he did it in 3 years.
Because they couldn't play freshman year.
12.
It's like, that's not to take none away from Collin Clark.
Nah.
This is generational what he's doing, but
That boy
Pete was that.
Pete.
He was.
Pete
He
was. him.
was
Pete
He
was
was
that.
getting baskets. Like, if they had threes, he probably would have averaged 50.
for sure.
Dang, she's 50 away. Dog, yeah, he need to go ahead and catch that goodbye. Because she getting that.
Well,
Most definitely.
Pete dead. R.I.P. He died while he was still in the NBA. Actually. So, yeah. R.I.P. one of the GOATs, man. But, bro,
My fault.
the Iowa-Ohio State game, number 5 versus number 2, is the most expensive tickets in a women's game ever, WNBA or college basketball.
Wow.
That just shows how
We
far we've really come.
We coming
man.
up.
I love it.
We coming
Like,
up.
I think the cheapest seat was $500.
Whoa. 500?
Yeah.
I'm finna be so angry. They
It's a
gonna
top
try
5
5 0 0?
Yeah.
They gonna try to
In the nosebleeds?
Yeah.
Like, I understand it's a top game, but 500?
Yeah. I mean, it's the Collin Clark show.
Man.
She's chasing a record.
They don't
And it's a
charge,
top 5
they don't-
matchup.
They don't charge me $500 to see LeBron.
500. Whoa. Hey, they really love her. Because didn't they put her number on the
Yeah, on
court,
the- on the
too?
court.
That little bite-sized number.
Still, getting your number on the court and you still playing?
Like, that's crazy.
If it was me, I would have said, man, make that shit bigger. Yeah.
They finna retire.
If y'all make it bigger, I'm done.
They
I'm
finna,
y'all all-time scorer and assist leader. Make my shit bigger.
they finna
Make my
retire
sister
her.
be
Jersey. They gonna retire her jersey her last game there.
People really, like, it's really a, like, debate whether or not she's staying or going. Like, staying in school or coming to the league.
You better stop playing, bro. We need her in that.
Right.
What's the bread
I don't
like?
know. Will we really be? I'm not gonna lie. I would not be that surprised she stayed.
If
yeah,
they,
I wouldn't
no,
be either.
If
But
they,
I don't think she
if
would.
they win, she's leaving. But if they don't win, she'll probably stay.
We
And
not
I don't
getting
see
her.
them winning.
Nobody said they're not gonna win.
I don't know though. I can see her going.
But
She's,
like,
very
a competitor.
media trained though.
Yeah, she's a
Every time
competitor.
they ask her, she deflects it.
She likes all the fever stuff and all the Pacer stuff. So like, she on that.
And her boyfriend worked for the organization.
She
Oh,
has a
for real?
boyfriend?
Who's she?
I don't know his name.
He worked for what organization?
The
Pacers.
Pacers, who is also the Fever.
That's a lucky man.
Huh?
That's your game.
Nah.
Speed,
I'm just trying to be a stay-at-home dad. Bro.
I mean,
Yeah, I feel like Collin will. Well, really, the whole draft class and the women that are in the college basketball right now, and there's a lot of stars in the WNBA right now, but Collin's going to be a huge factor to the movement to make the WNBA a premier
It is.
league.
Nah, Collin gonna be the face in belt.
they're gonna expand. I think like in a little bit because there's just too much
They got
talent.
to.
I
There's
wouldn't
too
be
much.
surprised.
They
There's
only
too much
play like
talent
20
coming.
It's
out.
too much girls that get let go. Like they be too talented.
Like,
Like
it's too much talent finna come into that league.
What happened to T.A. Cooper? Who she play for?
I don't know.
nobody.
You got to, like, a lot of people don't realize, I'm not saying you don't,
Mhm.
but a lot of people don't realize they play overseas. Like, they have to play overseas, too, just to make
Yeah.
money.
Right. Didn't Stewart tear ACL doing that or Achilles doing that?
Somebody did. Was it
That's
Breonna
tough.
Stewart? She just re-signed with the Liberty, though, actually. Shout
Okay.
out. She's got a max deal, too. I don't know how much a WNBA max is, but she got the max.
Tia Cooper, some pressure.
Alvin
That's
Kamara
one fine
fumble.
black woman right there.
So why do you think I'm an Aces fan, man? Shout out Asia.
Shout out to Aces.
We must stay focused, brother.
Shout out to Aces.
But,
Egg.
bro,
I wish I could bet on WNBA. Can you bet on WNBA?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy, Caitlin boy, I'm betting that.
I'm betting her over on
Over
threes
is
every
every
game. Betting Aaliyah Boston over every game.
I'm mad you can't bet on women's college basketball though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
You
lame.
can't?
That's lame. I'll bet every game.
I'm betting Juju over 30.
I'm betting on
Caitlin
Juju.
over
And her
30.
doggo.
Dog, the fact that she's a freshman and doing all this,
Juju's so rough.
like she finna be right behind Caitlin. I ain't gonna
What
lie.
I'm
Chandler-
saying Caitlin not gonna have that record.
She
for
finna
long,
catch
bro.
that record.
What Chandler Jones say? That's my spirit way.
Wow.
I'm finna go get her name tatted.
Now Juju, she probably will. She could touch that record
For real.
I think she will.
because she already got USC's most 30-point games as a freshman.
Like, that's crazy.
She's a shot chucker though. I will say that.
She gonna get some shots.
And that's why I
up, boy.
love her. Like she hoops like I want to hoop. Just every time I touch the ball, I'm shooting that.
Yeah. I mean, what they gonna say?
Right. Who else gonna take the shots?
It's going in.
That's that Kobe mindset, man. Telling you.
And then what I love even more, even when that shot not falling, you gonna keep shooting that mug because
Yeah,
She was
like
6
10
of
for
32. I was like,
hey, shooters gonna shoot.
hey,
Hey, what Deion say? I'd rather go over 10.
right. They lose confidence.
He said that mean I lost. He said that means I stopped shooting. That means I quit. Girl, who?
UMass joining the MAC next season.
Why did I not know about this? What?
I just heard about this too.
Yeah.
UMass?
Yeah, they were in the MAC like 10 years ago for a little bit, only football, but guess they rejoined it. And
Come over here and get this ass whooping in.
13 teams is weird though. They gotta add somebody else.
Yeah.
They was talking about that earlier today. Eastern
UMass? I
Kentucky.
did not know. Eastern
Western.
Eastern.
Mm.
Isn't Western? What's Western Kentucky?
I don't know where WKU is, but I also saw something about Middle Tennessee State as an option.
I can see that.
But that's weird. The MAC expanding, man. Big Ten expanding.
Dang,
Big
man.
12.
I did not know UMass
We
was doing
we
this.
finna be Power 5 soon.
College football players.
Right.
We finna get it. We finna get an automatic bid every year.
I say, but we getting that trophy.
Ball so hard.
NCAA
University.
25. I was about to say, boy, everybody finna start calling us Ball So Hard University.
Ball so hard University.
Can't wait to take Ball State to the playoff. Then jump ship, go to IU. Turn them from the worst program ever to the best program ever.
I can't wait to be Nick Saban in NCAA 25.
Bro, the videos be killing me.
Killing me.
I can't wait till that game comes out. I know I'm going to get so mad when my star player hits that portal, bro.
My star player.
I'm going to offer him $3 million of that.
Hey,
Damn.
gotta do what you gotta do,
Man,
bro.
Ohio State's still going to up that.
I'm saying Ohio State, Texas, or Ole Miss.
You ain't
Bro,
going
just
bad
had
for
to
bad,
crash out.
bro.
NCAA headquarters and crash out. Hey, man, give me my player, man.
You don't got no loyalty.
I was like, Ryan Day going to see me.
Bro, UConn got upset, snapped a 14-game winning streak. But then Creighton goes and gets upset the next game.
Bro, what is going on?
But this is after they lost to St. John's, who coach Rick Pitino went in the media and just bashed his team.
He said we not
that was
athletic.
hilarious.
He said that?
No,
Yes.
Gary, you
He
have
was
to.
just
You
going
have
crazy,
to.
like-
You gotta pull it up.
He said his
he
team
was
is
like-
not athletic.
Yeah,
He
you got to
was
watch
like-
it after this.
He was like, "This is the worst team I've ever had to coach."
Yeah.
I know you're
And
lying.
He said
they record not even bad.
He said this is making him not want to coach no more.
You are lying.
I'm so
And they
serious.
undefeated since then.
I promise you, if I had a coach that said that, like, I'm done. I'm hitting that portal.
He seen me in the locker room.
Right.
He just,
I'm about to say, everybody should be standing there right now. What'd
Hey,
you
I'm
say?
not athletic. Dodge these.
He getting
No, they
punched through
definitely
the
had
curtain,
some
bro.
team meetings for sure.
He said they not athletic.
He
Like,
said
you
they're
have
not
to watch that,
athletic.
bro.
Like, he said that word for word.
Yes,
bro.
he said they're not
pressure.
athletic.
He said word for word like he doesn't like real. He was like, "This is making me not like coaching." He said, "I'm not enjoying this."
Ain't no way. I promise you, I would not want to play for no coach like that.
No, I definitely would have hit the portal. I would have hit the portal that day. I don't care about no rules.
Hey, Rick Pitino a legend though, man. He bought them Louisville recruits some strippers,
He sure did.
and then they won the Natty. So
Donovan Mitchell.
Bodies want some stripper. They might do something too.
how you know he hasn't? Especially now the NIL for real. Now he can. 'Cause
Yeah.
he been doing it though. Like he been doing that since he became a coach at Kentucky in the '90s. Just
Bro,
getting these
that is
recruits.
crazy.
but yeah, they
They
lit a
turned him
fire
up,
in
though.
them. They
turned him up.
2 or 3-0. So
That must be what Doc Rivers trying to do too. Then.
Nah,
Doc
Doc
Rivers,
Rivers. Doc
he
Rivers
gotta
came
go.
in and said, "Nah, y'all shouldn't hire me."
Why y'all fire old boy? I mean, I'll take the job, but What are you
Was
doing?
that not the biggest red flag to you, bro?
He said, I don't really like what we doing right now. It's just like,
I ain't expect this shit.
Imagine your job interview. You walk in for a sales job. I don't know why y'all passed on Buddy in the lobby. You know, he seemed like a
Shit,
good
he
guy.
wasn't good enough.
He sounded like a good guy to me. You
And
know?
nigga said, shit, if he wasn't good, what y'all think I'm gonna do?
he said, I'm not ready for this.
He got y'all to a good record. What do you do? Shit.
You can't wait till after the All-Star break. That's crazy.
But yeah, UConn upset, so now they're not number one anymore. I think they're number 3 right now. Houston moved up to number 1. I'm starting to like that take, man. Houston is looking
Houston
real
might
legit.
be it, bro.
Because last year and the previous years, they played against the American.
Mm-hmm.
But now let me pull up their record, but they 24-3. Like, Houston's tough. They got a real shot at winning the Natty, I will say.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I thought that like either last year or a few years ago, and they didn't win.
Yeah, I hear you, but now they played a Big 12 record, and the Big 12 is the best conference in basketball.
Really?
Yes. Most people will say that shit.
I thought most people either say like Big Ten or SEC.
Yeah, Kansas,
Most will
Baylor.
say neither one.
I was gonna go Big East.
It would be Big East or Big 12. That's the main. I would think, because
I was gonna say Big
the
East or
SEC
Big
is
Ten.
just straight offense, and it's the top. It's top heavy, like Kentucky, Bama, Tennessee, South Carolina. Then it's a drop off, but I mean, look at the Big 12. Only 2 teams got a bad record.
Oh. Okay, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm not putting it in the hands of Houston. It's March. I can see them.
I hear you,
I can
though.
see them getting upset.
Anybody can get upset, bro.
For
The
sure.
bracket don't even matter, bro.
For sure.
The only way Purdue don't get upset is if I bet on them.
Bet on the other team.
Nah, if I bet on Purdue, they gon'
I think you meant the other way around.
He meant the other team.
it don't even matter, bro. Whatever I bet, just don't.
But just lost my complete train of thought. Not gonna lie to you. I don't
This
know.
is all they got.
I think UConn is.
We struggling.
I think they still got it. But can we talk about that chamber, bro? On Saturday.
My
So
sleep
you
schedule,
actually got up and watched it, didn't
bro.
you?
My sleep schedule to this day is thrown off because of that, and is the biggest waste of time. I'm so sick. I was up all night to watch that. Logan Paul gonna punch Randy Orton with brass knuckles. I got up at 4 o'clock.
That's
in the
not how
morning.
you got eliminated.
That's how. That's
Y'all,
how he got
no,
eliminated.
tell
bro.
me I'm lying, bro.
Because Randy RKO'd him and eliminated him, but then Logan come back into the chamber or whatever.
You
Brass
shouldn't even
knuckles.
be here.
Dog, tell me this nigga did not knock Randy out and make this.
I'm so serious, bro.
I'm glad I ain't stay up. Okay, I tried, but man, I
Hey,
couldn't do it.
The sleep that you had was valuable and time well spent. Because it was booking bad. I think Becky won the women's elimination chamber.
Trash.
I ain't want that either.
Nobody want to see you, bro.
The
Like,
man.
It's enough. We've all had enough. You know, how many pay-per-views you gonna headline? How many titles you gonna have? Like, all right, buddy, dang, go take care of your daughter.
And it's like, what are they gonna do with this Liv revenge arc, bro?
Exactly.
Rhea hurt,
I'm
injured her,
tired.
like
Free Liv,
in
bro.
real life.
My girl deserved better.
I'm tired of this, bro. But like, and
And
Drew
Naomi get
McIntyre-
eliminated first.
Yeah, that's
Matt
crazy,
Dern-
bro.
By
Oh, my mama do
random?
not do her like
Come
that
on,
again,
bro.
bro. Triple H's
Come
going
on,
to see
bro.
me because what is we doing?
Right.
Not
Disrespectful,
that. Drew McIntyre wins the bye.
I'm sick of him.
Wow.
Man, the Drew McIntyre storyline is so obvious. He's going to beat Seth, and then
Damien.
old boy is gonna come out and cash it.
Cause I don't think nobody really want to see Drew McIntyre be a champ right now, bro.
Who cares,
Like, bye, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see that, dude. It should have been L.A. or Randy.
Right. That was the only 2 answers. Y'all had it and y'all threw it away for nothing, bro.
Like, why is AJ Styles coming out of nowhere hitting this dude with a chair? Like, I get it, y'all want to set up a match between them at WrestleMania, but why? Y'all are pushing LA Knight. Why
Do you
having him
see
fight
how
AJ,
hot he is
bro?
right now, bro?
Have
every-
him fight Seth, bro. What
Everything
are y'all
he does
doing?
gets a crowd reaction.
Like, what is we doing? Yeah, nah, they tweaking with this.
They sold with EC. 100,000% they
So
sold.
bad.
They did, bro. Like you had a great opportunity in your hands to set up something for WrestleMania, and you fumbled. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Like I want to see that.
I really don't, bro. I think we've seen it like 4 times this year already, bro. Like, dang.
Like, come on, bro. These are two good wrestlers. Don't get me wrong, but bro, let me see LA Knight. Yeah. Go in there and do something, bro.
I'm not trying to watch him fight.
And I promise you, if Cody does not walk out of that ring with the belts, I'm going to be mad. I'm not watching this shit.
I'm pulling up.
I've been
to
hearing
Philly.
stuff like Seth finna betray him.
Let it happen. I'm gonna be in Philly. Seth
Why
gonna see
do
me,
they
bro.
keep giving this man all the trials and tribulations?
But
Give him
I've
the
also-
belt, bro.
He's
I've
God's
also
hardest
been hearing-
soldier, bro.
I've also been hearing they said Rock gonna betray Roman too.
Yeah.
I can
they
see it.
gonna
I can see
betray-
it.
I see that happen.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of tough.
I see that.
Because
shit.
Roman stay getting punked behind his back, bro. Everybody be turning on, buddy. I would be there for that.
I could see. Like,
Yeah, I
could see
need
it
The
happening.
Rock to just take Solo out. Feel me? I'm seeing it right now. They fighting. Solo come in, act like we don't know who he is.
Take that hoodie off.
And then yell, and he getting ready to spike Cody. And then
Like
here
you not
come Rock.
bandaged up in a big Samoan. You don't fit it.
You the only nigga that fight barefoot.
Like we ain't been seeing you do this for half a year, a full year.
Like, dude, we know it's you, bro.
He think that Walmart hoodie full of somebody, bro.
He always take it off and start yelling.
Right.
Bro. Get your ass on somewhere. Nobody asked you to pull up, bro.
Like, bro, we know it's you in that jacket, bro. You're not slick at all.
He ain't switching up either. He
Every single time he wear the same shit,
the same one.
come from the same place, do the same thing
Oh, that nigga take that hoodie off. Oh,
with
wow.
the same
We didn't
face.
know.
That shit is so lame. Hey, that Cody promo on Raw was that was fire though.
I missed it.
He was talking about bloodline ain't hunting me, I'm hunting y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
talk,
Yeah, that was
talk,
tough.
Cody.
And Paul Heyman came out there with some security, and they like tried to surround Cody in the ring. He said, "One more person take a step towards me, you all on your ass," or basically something like that. Paul Heyman was like, "That doesn't apply to me though, does it?" And he's tried to get in the ring, and Cody was like, "Yeah, it applies to you, nigga." And he picked up that chair and started beating everybody ass.
I love it. And then he did a little gender reveal when Raw went
Oh,
off
yeah,
air.
I
That
saw
was
that.
tough. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Cody's that guy.
He is,
Like,
bro.
he's a John Cena.
Shout out to Paul Heyman, man. Like he's special. Just to
All-time great.
All-time
Dick
dick
eater.
rider.
that's what I'm saying. To pay a man to be a generational glazer and him exceed your expectations non-stop, bro. Like he
Sound
be put
effects was kind of crazy.
a little crazy. He put the prayer hands up to Roman Reigns. I was like, bro, you a grown man at the end of the day, dog.
My tribal chief.
My tribal chief.
Your grandkids gonna see this,
And
bro.
when the Brock Lesnar digging was crazy
It
too.
was.
who y'all think he did it?
And
Worse for?
Garden-
Who y'all think he did it worse for?
Roman.
Cause he be like my tribal chief.
He dang near be on. No, he really do be on his knees. Like, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
joking.
Bad. It's bad. Like really.
I'm not being hypothetical either, bro. He really be on his knees.
Praying to his tribal chief.
Bro, I love that little that little smile that nigga do with
Nah, Paul Heyman a legend, bro. Really, at the end of the day,
Bro, he should not be doing that, bro. You was too big and grown, bro. That
Walrus.
tripping. Nah, he's great at what he does, though. I'll give it to him.
Well, that's it for the episode. This will be our last episode for a couple weeks. We have spring break next week. Finally,
Boy.
I don't know about y'all, but this break is much needed.
Much needed.
But we'll be back afterwards. We'll definitely still have some content going up the rest of this week and next week. So stay tuned, stay posted. Appreciate y'all.